Hi, I'm Catherine from Growing Chefs Ontario, and we're going to talk about how to set up our kitchen before we start to cook. Before we can begin any recipe in the kitchen, we need to organize both ourselves and our space for cooking. Organizing ourselves is important to save time and create a more enjoyable experience in the kitchen. Chefs use a prep list in the kitchen when they're making a recipe or many recipes. Let's look at our prep list and get started. To start, if you have long hair, pull it back. Nobody wants to find hair in their food. Next, let's put on a fresh apron to protect your clothes from spills and messes. Now it's time to wash your hands. Not just a little scrub, a full 20-second hand wash with soap and water. After we have prepared ourselves for cooking, it's time to prepare our equipment and ingredients. In the kitchen, we call this mise en place, which in French translates as things in place. Before we know what equipment we need to read through our recipe fully. Look through your recipe for keywords such as chop, cut, saute, fry, and measure. These words will tell us not only what tasks we have to complete, but also the tools that we need to complete them. Most recipes don't come with an equipment list, although all Growing Chefs recipes come with detailed equipment and ingredient lists. For example, let's look at this recipe for carrot muffins. Some key words in this recipe include measure, stir, peel, and grate. We know what size of measurement to use with the words cup and teaspoon. I know I will need measuring cups and spoons, a peeler, a large grater, a spoon to stir, and a cutting board to cut on. I will also need a couple of bowls to put my ingredients into, and a bowl for my vegetable scraps. Always have a clean dishcloth available to wipe up any spills, and having an antibacterial spray for sanitizing after cooking is helpful also. First, let's set up our cutting board. Chefs will add a damp dishcloth or a paper towel to stop the board from slipping. Read the ingredient list and gather everything before you start. It's never fun being halfway through a recipe and realizing that you're missing a key ingredient. Look around your workspace and make sure that there's nothing that could be a dangerous hazard. This is a good chance for you to make sure that your activity is well set up for your young chef also. Let's look at our checklist and make sure that we've done everything. Tie back long hair, put on apron, wash hands, set up cutting board, read recipe, find action words, collect equipment, collect ingredients. If you think that this looks like a lot of work before you're even able to get started in the kitchen, you're right, it absolutely is. But the more that you're able to create a controlled environment to make a mess, the more fun you're gonna have with the kids doing the activity. At Growing Chefs, we talk a lot about working within a space of organized chaos. And as an adult, you get the chance to define whether the space that you're working in is a space of controlled or uncontrolled chaos. This part of the cooking process is very important. Some young children may be interested in helping along with setup, but if you want to bring them in after everything is ready to go, that's okay. Having children involved in any part of the cooking process is what's important, but the setup phase teaches a lot of valuable skills such as literacy, numeracy, and problem solving, all through experiential learning. Looking for next steps? Check out our next video on staying organized in the kitchen.